Hi guys, I'm just cleaning my ear there, start video. It's Jim from Jim and Jay's Final Say. That's our new name for our videos. Jim and Jay's Final Say. Let us know what you think about that. I think it's alright. This is the post-Burnley video. Palace won 3-2 at Turf Moor from being 2-0 down. It's a crazy result and a massive confidence booster in that relegation fight. And has clawed us away to 12th in the league. So here's my thoughts on that result. Positives, obviously, are the goals. Dwight Gale proving what a lot of us think is that he is incredible in front of goal. And just scores crucial goals, doesn't he? Never sort of scores normal ones. He always scores very important goals. I thought Wilf and Punchin, two players who need to sort of prove themselves at the moment, definitely steps up and had great games. Punchin looks like a rejuvenated player under Pardew, and Wilf is just improving every week. He's adding a little, that final ball decision making is improving, and it feels like we're getting back to the Wilf we had a couple of years ago when we got promoted. So those are big positives. And it was just a crazy game, wasn't it? Really, but it was so good to see Palace respond in the way they did to going 2-0 down. And let's be honest, we deserved to go 2-0 down. We were very poor in the first 20 minutes. And worryingly, the defence was a bit of a mess. You know, that solidarity we had under Pulis doesn't seem to be there, does it? And we thought it might have been a Warnock thing, but it hasn't quite returned yet under Pardew. I know he wants us to be a bit more maverick, and that's great, and we're looking confident going forward, but you've still got to be solid at the back. And the way we were in that first 20 minutes, we were not. You know, we were making mistakes across the board. Scott Dan trying to head back to Jules, which he called out for the corner that came to the first goal. Even that first goal, Jules being nowhere near the cross, and MacArthur coming off the post, allowing the lad to head in at the back post. Just simple stuff, really, that a bit worrying that we're making those mistakes. But hopefully those are the sort of things you can iron out. But, you know, that's... You can't... It's almost you forget that stuff when they're going forward so well and scoring goals at ease going forward, which was, well, incredible to watch, really, wasn't it? I didn't go to the game. I watched it on a stream at home, but I'm sure it was amazing to go to Turf Moor, and what an atmosphere. Palace fans yet again being incredible, and it's so good under Pardew now to have a chance to really prove ourselves and kick on as fans, and the atmosphere in the last few games has been incredible, and, you know, quite rightly, we're proving we're the best fans in the league. So it's a crazy game, really, but, you know, huge 3 points, and it just feel that we've just been lifted recently. You know, it feels like it's been such a big boost, Pardew coming in and the win against Spurs, and so I don't know, it feels to me like there's a bit more belief now, you know, that we can actually do this and maybe consolidate and get a mid-table finish. You know, on Match of the Day they're talking about mid-table, and Lineker was talking about, you know, could you go for Europe? This is crazy. Only a few weeks ago we had Warnock and we were terrible, so it proves how things can change so quickly in this league. On the flip side, you can still get dragged into it. We're only 4 points above the drop, so we have to be careful. And, you know, we said this Burnley game was big. The Leicester game in a few weeks is also big. So, but if we get a result there, I think we're looking up, and I think we've got a lot to look forward to. There's just so many positives from the game. We just look so confident. And this is a game that didn't even have Jednak or Balassi. You know, imagine what it'll be like when they come in. So, a big step towards survival and kicking on. A long way to go, but a lot of positives there, and still some things to work on, particularly that defence. But certainly a great day and a great result, and a good video to do. You know, but nice to be back to doing these positive videos. So those are my thoughts on the Burnley game. Here's Jay from the Eagle Speak with his thoughts on this win at Turf Moor, and we'll see you next week for a video after the Southampton FA Cup game. So leave your comments below on these videos on how we can make them better and improve, because we want to make them as best as possible, and subscribe so you'll be getting them each week, and all the other videos on Palace Fan TV, which are pretty decent. And here's Jay.
Hi there, Jay here for another one of our videos for Palace Fan TV in collaboration with 5 Year Plan and the Eagle Speak. Looking back at the Burnley game yesterday, which arguably was a bigger game than the Tottenham game the week before, we're playing a Burnley side resurgent of late, a team which are expected to go down. No offence to Burnley, but they're facing the same scenario as we did last season in our first season back in the Premier League, and To be fair, it's a team that I hope to see survive by the end of the season, but obviously not at our expense. But yeah, Palace started out. Pardew's choice was to bring Sonogo in, who signed in a week on loan from Arsenal for the rest of the season. We lined up as a 4-4-2 to start, with Zaha out wide replacing Bannon, who started the Tottenham game but didn't feature in this one. We lined up, the 4-4-2. I mean, it didn't really work, and we were 2-0 down after the course of an hour, and Pardew changed it straight afterwards. After that, those first two goals by Burnley, you have to consider the fact that the first goal. Yeah, I mean it's a corner. The ball wasn't in the quadrant in the court by the corner flag, which the ball's got to come in, and we still got to deal with it anyway, wherever they kick the ball from anyway. But Sproney was lost the flight of the ball, it looked like, and was nowhere, and it was effectively a free header for the defender to score from. The second goal was a bit harder pill to swallow because the ball looked like it went over the touchline, but with that as well, it looked like Ward was fouled. But there's an argument that players can't be fouled, or the referees can't call a foul when it's off the pitch, which is a bit of an odd one, but we can seek some clarification on that. But fair play to Pardew, 2-0 down. He changed the tactics, put Sonogo up front on his own with Gale playing just off him. Formation changed, and well, looking back, that changed the game really. We took more possession. We had a go at Burnley for the rest of that second half. Sorry, the rest of that first half, and we got the goal we needed actually before the half time. Dwight Gale, natural goal scorer like he is, could end up saving us a fair bit of money really if he continues to bang in the goals. But Pardew's got to be impressed with him. Took the goal well, took the ball down and didn't panic. He just fired it past a group of defenders to get us a goal back, and it's what we needed at half time. If we hadn't got that goal, it would have been a lot harder to come back from. But after half time, we kind of pushed on, and we were a lot more promise, a lot more confidence, and we got that goal back to equalise through Puncheon, which it's what Puncheon does. It's the second half of the season. He did the same the second half of last season, featured really well, got some important goals, and he's had a new lease of life since Warnock's left, funnily enough, which I see as no coincidence, but long may it continue. He played well yesterday and got that goal again, which was brilliant and really important for us to push on from that. We went on, pushed on, and the second half, I think Burnley looked like they folded, losing a 2-goal lead. They did the same in the cup in the week, and it's very similar to the Palace game at Selhurst last season, in that they went 2-0 up and we ended up winning 4-2 or 4-3 from memory. But yeah, we had chances. They had a few chances. I can't recall them having a clear-cut chance really. As the second half went on, but Murray came on to replace Sonogo, and he had a chance. Or very soon afterwards, it was a speculative volley in the area actually, and it come crashing off the post, which I thought it was in personally, but as many other Palace fans would probably be off their seat as well. He couldn't quite get to the rebound, but that was just a sign of things to come. A great ball from Puncheon, again a catalyst in a lot of what we did well yesterday. Great ball across the area. Murray actually left it, which fooled the defender he was on, leaving Gale behind him unmarked, and he did what he does best: took it down and slotted it past the keeper. And with just only a few minutes to go, and that's the best time to score, isn't it? It was a tricky pitch. It was tough to play on, difficult conditions, but we dealt with it very well. And Burnley, to their credit, they huffed and they puffed in the second half. But I think from a team losing 2 goals like it did was quite tough to swallow really. But don't take anything away from Palace. It was a great away performance. We started badly. Pardew saw that and dealt with it. Changed the tactics up, and that got us the win ultimately, which. It's a fantastic win. It was a win from nowhere, from being 2-0 down. It shows a character in the team that we've got, and it shows what Pardew has at the moment at Palace. We're on a crest of a wave. 3 wins in 3 games, 2 Premier League wins. and a cup win as well. So next up we travel to Southampton in the cup next week, and then we have two very important Premier League games against Everton and Leicester. But let's enjoy this win. It's it's like I mentioned, it's a crest of a wave for Palace, and it's feeling good at the moment. So hopefully we can push on. We've got some very winnable games coming up, but we look forward to a week off and play a cup game against a Southampton team which which are playing well at the moment. But it'd be interesting to see how the teams line up for that. But very happy at the moment. It's things are going well, and it was a brave appointment to go for Pardew, and it's so far worked out for us. Very happy, and we'll see what next week brings. So thanks for watching. Leave your comments below as ever on these videos, or you can contact us on social media, 5 Year Plan, Palace Fan TV, the Eagles Beak. We're all around regularly, so catch us there. Thanks for watching.